Good. Thanks.
Premier, I understand you had some comments to start.
Yeah, I meant to mention it yesterday, so I apologize, but I will be away next week. I'll be in Calgary. I'm traveling Tuesday, I think, back Thursday night, so I'll be up there for some meetings, mostly on the onshore gas stuff. So I won't be in the House Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I mentioned it yesterday. So
who are you meeting with?
I'll be in Calgary, so I'm meeting with producers for oil and gas. Had some help from Premier Smith and her team organizing some meetings, and also the CAP, the Petroleum Producers Association. So we have some meetings. We're trying to make sure people are aware of the opportunities in Nova Scotia.
So sorry, is this onshore gas or offshore?
It'll be both. It's always both, but it'll be mainly slanted towards the onshore.
Could those meetings have been booked after the House is sitting?
We feel a sense of urgency to move forward. So this has been something that's been in plan for a while. So the government of business, the business of government carries on. The House sits, and we fulfill our obligations there, but there's still province to run, and that's what we're focused on.
What are you hoping comes out of these meetings?
We're always just pushing the awareness of the opportunities. So we're hoping that more people start to think about Nova Scotia when we leave than when we arrived.
I have a question for my colleague. Newfoundland is temporarily reducing its provincial portion of the gas tax. I know you talked about the 1% HST reduction, but I'm wondering if you would consider a temporary gas tax holiday for Nova Scotia. We're
always looking for ways to help Nova Scotians with affordability. I think the HST reduction is not insignificant. It does matter. Pleased that was able to pass in the budget. The income tax changes that we've made are permanent. They're not insignificant either. So, along with other affordability measures we take, I think we're doing what we can in this moment for Nova Scotians, but we'll always look at other opportunities, but there's nothing that we're considering right now.
The federal Conservatives, Polyev, they put a press release out calling on the federal government to put a pause on taxes on gas. When it comes to the province here, though, would you consider anything or alternative to that, like giving back some of the tax to Nova Scotians, or giving some help there?
We always want to do more, for sure. We have I guess it's a kind of a $1.3 billion deficit in this current year. Still have to deal with the Bill 148 mess that's been left to us by the McNeil Liberals. So we have a lot of moving parts that are happening right now. The budget for the current year, another $1.3 billion deficit. So a number of measures in there to support Nova Scotians. We always wish we could do more, but the reality is that times are tough right now.
The Speaker just laid out her rules for the House going forward. What do you make of them? Are you pleased?
It's kind of this, the Speaker and the security staff at the legislature here. They've assessed the situation and made their ruling, I guess, and we just kind of live with that. I haven't been too involved in that.
Is the Speaker striking the right balance of protecting MLAs and staff who work here while maintaining some openness for the public?
Well, obviously they're trying to, but I mean, again, as I've said, the House security team would be making decisions on the information they have, and I respect their decisions.
I have a question for a colleague. A new report from the Ecology Action Centre says 43% of Nova Scotian households live with energy poverty. I guess just wondering, what is your government doing to tackle energy poverty and make energy more affordable for the everyday Nova Scotian?
Yeah, well, the Independent Energy Board makes decisions on what rates Nova Scotia Power can pay. It's difficult. We feel that affordability issues are hitting Nova Scotians across the board. Certainly there, gas, property taxes, water, everything's hitting Nova Scotians' groceries at this moment in time. So, as a provincial government, we're doing what we can through tax reductions. Also through school lunch programs, supporting families. There's heating assistance rebate programs. There's rebates that are out there for Nova Scotians. So we always wish we could do more. It's a difficult time for sure.
Canadian Cancer Society is asking provinces to lower the screening guidelines, particularly from 50 down to 45. They're suggesting research and evidence shows that cancer is showing up earlier. Does the province have the capacity to move on that recommendation now? What's your hope to see there? Could we follow what PEI did?
Yeah, obviously cancer is something that touches every Canadian, every Nova Scotian. It's around us. We all feel it for sure. So in terms of the screening in particular, we have that recommendation. We're looking at it. Personally, I've asked them to look at there's a certain criteria where tests get mailed out to people. We get about half of those back. They tell me that's a good response. But that still means half didn't come back that we would have paid for it to send out. So I've actually asked them to look at, maybe it's an opt-in process where we can get more back. So we spend the same amount, get more back. That might be one option. But obviously, just looking at the criteria in general and how we make those tests available, that screening available to Nova Scotians is something that we're looking at right now.
Do you think we have the capacity, though, to lower that age group to 45 to allow more?
Well, if we change the process that sends them out, like we're sending out 100% of screens now, we're getting 50. I think it's 50. It's somewhere in that order. But we're getting some percentage back, but there's a percentage we're not getting back. So if we change the process so people opt in and are more likely to get it back, then maybe that 100%, maybe we get a higher percentage back, and that might allow us to go to a younger age. So we're looking at a couple things. Okay.
Apparently there's approval for the Abbotsford and Windsor. What's your hope now that the long impasse?
Yeah, that's good news. The hope is that we just get going on the construction and get that road built and the Abbotsford built.
Could this have been construction can go on that? Is there a possibility to go right away, or is there tendering that has to go
I'm not sure of the status of the tender process, but it's road work. There'll be a tender process for that, and hopefully we can get going. Approval just came in, so we're anxious.
Thank you.
This could be our last scrum with you, I guess.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, you'll be around. Am I going somewhere?
No. I'm just.
You're
Going to Calgary.
2 days. You know something I don't know.
None of us know when the House is going to rise. Closing thoughts, in case.
It's my expectation that the House is not close to rising, and there's important legislation we want to get through. We've said all along that the opposition members decide how long the House lasts, and we've given them space to talk about issues that matter to them, and I think it's been a great show of democracy, and I've been very pleased with some of the positions that members opposite have taken. It's really showing where they stand on a number of issues, and I think their constituents will be really surprised in some cases by the positions their MLAs have taken on certain issues. But I think giving people the space to talk is good, and when you give people the space to talk, often they do, and it's informative what they say. So it's been an interesting session, and I'm looking forward to it extending for quite some time, I guess. But
what do you mean by that? I'm just wondering, what do you mean by that? What would constituents be surprised by?
Well, MLAs they make their thoughts known on legislation in this House, and there's been a number of examples where I think that the positions will be a surprise to their constituents, but that's for them to deal with their constituents on.
Give an example.
Thank you.
Good luck.